Hey, what's up, guys? Lou here, and I'm back with another review. Something modern this time, because I promised I would do something modern. Um, I enjoy modern horror movies just like the next guy. Cabin Fevers, Stranger Things, um, Fear Street, Saw, Hostel, all that stuff. Hereditary, Midsummer. Love the indie flicks too, by the way. Awesome. Yeah, my catalog is made up of a lot of 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, early 2000 horror stuff. We gotta love the classics. But no, I do appreciate modern stuff that they turn out. I'll give it a watch. If it's good, hey, I'll talk about it. But this review in particular, I want to dive deep into the Conjuring, Insidious uh, kind of realm. So the guy we have to thank for those films, James Wan, who also brought us Aquaman. There's a sequel to Aquaman coming soon, so that's pretty cool. Um, yeah, James Wan. How could you not know who James Wan is? If you saw any of the Saw movies, he's the guy behind that. Um, and like I said, Insidious. When Insidious first came out, it took like the typical haunted house story and turned it upside down. So now you think you know the structure of this, but it kind of catches you off guard. In fact, when they introduce this demonic character, it really catches you off guard. I mean, even if you're not, like afraid or scared of these kind of things, it gives you a little goosebumps, and it's good. It felt original, felt fresh. Same thing with Insidious too. A feeling of dread throughout the film. Packs a few punches in there. A lot of scare factors. I like it. Good story. Insidious 3, kind of like an origin story a little bit. So, yeah, I appreciate it for what it was. Fourth one kind of fell off. I feel like if you tend to, do one too many of the same things, it's not like, Nightmare on Elm Street or Friday the 13th. So you could pump them out. I mean, yeah, it's the same story, but it's exactly why people go to see it. They know what to expect. When you try different things in sequels, sometimes, especially when you introduce new directors, to give them a head start. I mean, that's cool and all, but if they don't have the formula, if they don't, do something that the audience knows while be original, it becomes complicated. And I feel like the fourth one kind of suffered a little bit. Same thing, with The Conjuring. But what I liked about The Conjuring was when that came out, when Conjuring 1 and 2 came out, it was like, whoa, the fact that we're based on real events kind of hooks you in there. And I like that. I think it's pretty cool. I like horror with some kind of truth to it. But the first one, super creepy. Second one, definitely up there. I mean, you got the nun character involved in that one. So, and the fact, like I said, that they're based on true events makes you think, like, whoa, it's crazy stuff. But what the Conjuring series does, it invites you into this world of Ed and Lorraine Warren. So, who are Ed and Lorraine Warren? Well, if you don't know the story, this couple. They're like paranormal investigators, pretty much, and they try and help families that suffer from the supernatural, evil entities, demonic possession, you name it. And I guess when things go successful, they take an item from this, event that they tried to help the family, or, or not, whatever, back to their place, because they figure, like, well, if it's with us, it's safe. And I think to this day, I think their daughter, I'm not sure if it still goes on, but they run, the daughter anyway, they passed, but the daughter of Ed and Lorraine Warren run this, it's like a museum filled with all these artifacts from like these, horrible events that went on. And yeah, it's like a little museum of horrors, pretty much. And if you're ever in their neck of wood, if it's still up and running, check it out. I haven't really looked to see if it's still there. Maybe the daughter probably moved on. But if you have that many evil items under one roof, keep it under lock and key. Maybe not so much display, but lock and key. But whatever, Um, like I said, Conjure 1 and 2, definitely top-notch filmmaking, storytelling. You had a nice story to work off of. and James Wan just kind of expanded that. You know, you can't do a verbatim of a true life story because then it becomes like, feels like a documentary. But you know, you add a little twist here and there, make it interesting. Like you said, with the nun aspect in the second one, it definitely was super creepy, and it worked. Um, Third one, you know, I see what they were going for, but I don't know. I felt like it was kind of a little flat, but you know, some people enjoyed it, I guess. But yeah, I don't expect to see any Conjurings anytime soon. But that brings me to the other spectrum here that actually the Warrens were involved in. Annabelle. You guys know Annabelle, the little, you know, demonically possessed doll. Doesn't really do the killing, but, you know, influences the people around her. Annabelle is another true life demonic entity. It's a little actually Raggedy Ann doll that's attached to an evil spirit. And there's 3 Annabelles, and you know, the first one kind of establishes the character. The second one kind of goes back, and the third one actually has Ed and Lorraine Warren in it, kind of like a coming full circle story. So, the third one I like the best, I think, because like I said, it comes together and it shows you finally, after all the hands that this doll's been through, passes to Ed and Lorraine Warren, who I can't think of a better group of people to have it. And they actually do have it in real life. It's on display behind this classic. It's like blessed by a priest every 2-3 weeks or a month or something, because it's like so evil. There's stories where like people mess with the doll and they wind up like in the hospital or whatever. I don't know, but whatever. It's evil. If you want to believe it, or not, that's fine. I'm just telling you my opinions on the movie here. But Annabelle 3, Come Home, I think it's called. Annabelle Comes Home. Yeah, so basically, we get a little bit of Ed and Lorraine Warren. Like I said, it's not a Conjuring movie, but definitely in the universe. They acquire the doll, put it in this little room with all the other crazy artifacts, and they have a case to go to. But meanwhile, they leave their daughter, who's like a teenager by now, with the babysitter and babysitter's friend. And then that's when things start taking out, you know. Because what happens, of course, if you're a nosy babysitter, they're going to investigate and, you know, go to places where they shouldn't do. So she messes around with the room with all the artifacts, messes with the Annabelle doll, and then Annabelle gets out. She ain't too happy. So the rest of the 90 minutes or however long it is Annabelle and all these other spirits too, which I like. There's a lot of potential in this movie. The ferryman. There's like a wolf, like a werewolf. Like a suit of samurai armor that definitely has a crazy backstory. And it's awesome. And all these ghosts, apparition, terrorize, you know, the babysitter, the daughter's friend, and the boyfriend who gets, you know, chased throughout, you know, the movie here. The boyfriend's like, yeah, like a love interest, I guess, to the babysitter. But yeah, and like I said, you know, you can nitpick all you want throughout the series. It wasn't perfect to begin with. When you have real life material and you try to make a movie of it, does it come out as good? Kind of like when you do like a video game movie. You have all the stuff you need, but sometimes it just doesn't show right on the film. But whatever, the other cases, I liked it because it had, to me, like the best of both worlds. You got the Warrens a little bit, introducing it. You got their daughter, who we saw a little bit in Conjuring 2, and it just kind of played off that. And, you know, it eventually comes to it. You know, the parents come home, the doll gets put back into the case, and all is well, you know. But I think it was cool. I think it was a great addition. Like I said, yeah, Annabelle's not just pulling the strings here, but there's other spirits that were agitated and terrorize, you know, the daughter, the babysitter's friend, throughout the duration of the film, and some generally creepy moments here, and I really enjoyed it. And like I said, it opens up a plethora of other movies, like kind of like the Conjuring 2 opened up the Crooked Man, which I would love to see a movie of. But yeah, like I said, as far as story, that's really about it. Like I said, there's creepy moments here. The babysitter and the daughter kind of find out a little bit more of, the Warrens' background, and yeah, like, they have to go through all these terrible things just in order to, get this doll and put it back in its case again. We get introduced to a recurring demon that's in the Annabelle films. It's the demon that's attached to the doll. Because remember, this ain't like Chucky. The doll doesn't do the killing. It's the demon that messes with the people around the doll. So, it's like, a little conduit or whatever. But, yeah, the demon's freaking horrendous. It's like you would not want to see this thing like in an alleyway somewhere. So yeah, we get definitely a lot more screen time with this demon, and maybe a little too much. I would still like to see in the shadows. I mean, it works. Like I said, a lot of genuine creepy scenes with it, and maybe lingers too much scenes. The jump scares work. Sometimes they don't. But like I said, I like it because it feels complete. It's definitely, it goes full circle, I think. Like, I don't know if they have anything planned after this, but I don't think so. But same goes with The Conjuring. But like I said, it's a big universe. There's a lot of jumping points with other incidents. Just kind of like they took one from The Conjuring 3. It was a case that they built off of. So who knows? I personally would love to see a movie about the ferryman. I think that would be cool. If you don't know who the ferryman is, Annabelle Comes Home Ferryman, and just type that into Google. You'll know what I'm talking about. But yeah, Annabelle Comes Home. Out of all of them, I mean, Annabelle Creation definitely comes close second, because it's like the origin story of everything. But other than that, Annabelle 3, I think definitely takes it home for me. I like it. Some people may not. Some people might just skip over it, but I liked it. And yeah, that's all I gotta say. Thanks for listening, guys. This was fun. Like I said, it's I think it's the 18th, 19th. I'm not sure. Halloween's right around the corner, so can't wait for that. Maybe I'll do another one. I'll surprise you guys. I don't know. But until then, like I said, I'd like to go forward with another channel, independent of this. Maybe focus on maybe more of these things. More movie, film, music kind of deal, but more specific. This channel, it's great. I started from the ground up. A lot of my work's on here, but it's all over the place, Excuse me. But yeah, one day I would like to start something with that. So that's my next venture. But yeah, thanks for listening. Like I said, if I don't do one for Halloween or leading up to Halloween, I don't know. I don't know what's coming next. I'll think of something. Keep up the momentum. Anyway, hope you're all healthy. Stay safe. And until next time, peace.